here, and then you're going to see that little live there. There it is. Says the meeting's being live stream. We got it. That's good stuff. We got the spotlight going. If you don't already have a water, take this moment right now and get a bottle of water, a glass of water. I have with me two waters. I have my water in Nick's gift that he had given me here, and then I also had this water bottle. I also have my electrolyte drinks because yesterday we had a Waves for All, a Christmas Day Waves for All celebration, and we had so many people came out to the beach to go surfing on Christmas Day, all types of people with all types of different abilities. It was really impressive. And I'll tell you what, it was for a Christmas Day, it was the best present a guy could ask for, is for hanging out with friends on Christmas Day at the beach. And I was getting to help them surf. So I was getting to help. And it was kind of like we were all each other's big Christmas gift, Christmas present. Nick's got his hand up. Ben, let's check in with Nick and see. Nick, if you want to type it in the chat room, you can type it in there. And I'll see your hand on my screen. I want to give you a high five just like that. Let's drink up, everybody. And we're going to start off with the breathing motto here in just a moment. Also today, I have with me a weight. So I brought to the park. This is a 10-pound weight. And I also have a big exercise towel. So this is just a regular old that I had.
John, I was thinking Sandy, you could do the breathing motto.
Oh, that would be a wonderful idea. I would love to have Sandy do the breathing motto with us today.
Oh, Sean, I put in the chat for Saturday Christmas Eve party.
That's right. That's right, everybody. Remember, this Saturday at 6 p.m., not Friday night, but Saturday night at 6 p.m., we are going to be having the Fitness Social New Year's Eve end of the year countdown, and it's going to be excellent. Ben, you got everything set up the way you want it now?
Yeah, and I'm letting Alicia in now.
Okay.
And here's Sandy. Go ahead and mute myself.
Hello.
Hi, Sandy. I love your t-shirt.
Thank you. You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, yes.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe out your best. Bring in your best. Breathe in your worst. Breathe in your power. So you can always look for your New Year's Day goals first.
Oh, yes, Sandy. Oh, my gosh. That was wonderful. She added a little bit of spice and seasoning to that one, and I thought it was terrific. Sandy, thank you for kicking us off with the Breathe motto. Looking great in that True Fit t-shirt there. I love that. And everybody remember that breathing motto. It's our way of starting a workout, but you got to also remember what we're doing is we're putting oxygen in our body. We're getting the carbon dioxide out of our body, and we're becoming thoughtful of our body. We're becoming thoughtful of maybe our posture. We're maybe becoming thoughtful of our breathing. We might be becoming thoughtful of how we feel right now. How do our muscles feel? Do we have energy or are we tired? I'll tell you what, I had a long day yesterday at Waves for All. We were helping people access the ocean and go surfing on Christmas Day so they could have that as a Christmas gift. And it was incredible. But I did a lot of exercising there. And my body today, it was feeling tired and muscles were feeling like you stiff muscles, you know, and you feel sometimes your back and your legs or your arms, my shoulders. And so what I'm going to be curious about is I'm betting that after this workout, I'm going to be feeling more energized because those muscles, you know what they really need right now is they need to get that blood flow pumping to them and they can get that oxygen in the body, in those muscles. Let's have another sip of water. I'm going to got my drink here, and then I'm going to move over to this picnic table over here, and we're going to start our warm-up. It's a pretty neat day at the park today. There's nobody here though. Again, it's just a beautiful day. There's a dad and a son, and they're over there. They're playing with different kind of like toys. It looks like that maybe the kid got for Christmas. That's what it looks like's going on over there. And you might be able to hear. Sounds like a fire truck is off in the distance. I'm gonna look around for it. I'm gonna start off by turning my head going over here towards my chin. So I got my head going this way. I'm looking for the fire truck. I'm gonna bring my head over this way now, turning my head to the left. And you can hear that fire truck, that siren, bringing my head over to the right. It's in my neighborhood. Let's see if it's gonna come by the park. Got my head back over this way. And then again, turning my head to the left. Oh, he just turned his siren off. All right, going to the left side, going to the right side. I can hear sirens all over the town right now. I'm looking around to see if I see anything going on, but I don't see anything. Now let's go one more time over to the left side. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Let's look around on the ground. Let's see if we can see anything down low. Ooh, more and more sirens. Wow, let's go ahead and look up. Can you hear the sirens? Probably not, but can you? Bringing our head down.
No, can't hear him.
Oh my gosh. And then let's bring our head up. Right now I can hear 4 different sirens. And then they all just kind of stopped over here. Let's bring our head back down again, bringing our head down. Remember, I'm bringing my head down. I'm not trying to roll my shoulders over, just the head. Head's gonna go back up. Looking up at the sky, bringing it back down one more time, holding it down. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's combine the last 2. So up and down, and we're gonna combine that with the downward circle. So I'm gonna bring my head over to my right shoulder, and then I'm just gonna bring my head down and around, up over to this side, and then just reversing that. So you know these exercises. These are a great neck warm-up activity. I really enjoy them. They get things kind of with a good, stable foundation. There we go, going again down and around. And I'm doing this about every 2 seconds, just going over to the other side. Bringing my head down, I have my chin tucked. Now I have my chin up, like my chin's kind of up here by my shoulder. Bringing it down and over. Nice. Let's go ahead and next up, let's do the ear lift. I'm touching my ears right here. If you see me touching my ears a lot, remember I have in a different type of headset, little Bluetooths, and they're kind of uncomfortable, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and lift our ears up. So I got an ear lift. And when I'm thinking about my ear lift, you saw me right there tilt my head. That is not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to think about the ear going up, not the head tilting. So there's the difference. You can see it probably looks like I'm doing less, because when I move my head and I tilt it, you're like, oh, I can see the head moving, great distance. Let me show you again. If I just tilt my head over, that's not actually lifting my ear up. What I want to do is pull my ear up to the sky, like there's somebody up on a string, holding a string up on the clouds, and he's pulling on me. He's got my ear. I got my shoulder going down. I got my ear going up, and then I'm bringing it back into the middle. Switching out again. Ear up, shoulder down. I'm on my right side. Got the ear up, got the shoulder down. And back down again. Ear up, shoulder down. Keeping it up there. And we'll switch it out one more time. Ear up, shoulder down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. I think I figured out what's going on over there. And what probably happened is there might have been an accident on the road, because all the sirens, they all go over that direction and then they turn off. And so I bet something happened over there. Hopefully everyone's okay. Let's go ahead now and let's go ahead and do the giraffe head turtleneck. Got our last neck exercise to do here. I'm going to turn just a little bit more sideways here. I'm sitting on this park bench. And now I'm kind of at a sideways view. And so you can see I'm going to get my posture good, and then head forward. Head's going back. There we go. Head's going forward. Head's going back. Trying to keep those shoulders strong. Keep your upper body strong. Head's going back. Here we go. Head's going forward. Heads going back. Let's go 2 more of these. Going forward. And heads going back. 3, 2, and water break. All right. Let's go ahead and have a sip of water. We're going to move on. Next up to our shoulder. So, Nick, what do you think's going on? I've heard all these sirens, all kinds of things going on over there. I don't see any smoke or anything, and I hope everyone's okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Remember, when we do the I don't know shoulder shrug, we're doing the trapezius lift. So let's get those trapezius. Let's lift them up. We're going to do a new combo. Let's go ahead and lift them up. And then let's bring our shoulders back. And then let's bring our shoulders forward. And then let's bring our shoulders around and down with a squeeze. I like this new one. All right, here we go. Let's try it again. Loosen your arms up. Here we go, because we're going to tighten them up. So we're going to go up. All right, I got my shoulders up by my ears. Now I'm bringing them back. They're up and back. All right, now I'm going to bring them forward. My arms come forward. You can see my shoulders are in front. I kind of have like a spoon right here in my body. Now I'm going to go around all the way down, back to the straight down, and then give it a squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's try that again. Let's go. Up, back, forward, around, down, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more time. This is a new combo. Here we go. Up, holding it. 3, 2, 1. Back, holding it. 3, 2, 1. Forward, holding it. 3, 2, 1. All the way around and squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Now you're gonna feel muscles all up here. I'm already feeling them too. And my muscles, they're sore from yesterday. So they're gonna let me know right away. Right away when I try to use my muscles, they're gonna say, hey man, maybe don't do that. But then I keep doing it and they're gonna start saying, hey, you know what? I like this. I like getting the movement. I like getting the blood flow. My brain might have been thinking I needed to rest and just sleep all day, but that would not help me recover. What I need to do is move. I need to move as much as I feel comfortable moving. And right now I'm feeling pretty comfortable still. Let's go ahead and keep our shoulders moving, but let's get them grooving with the elbows. And so I'm going to do a double elbow movement. I'm doing the kayak row to start off here. So I got the kayak row, got one going forwards, one going backwards. If you're really good at the kayak row, then that's great, because this is just a really good exercise. You got your shoulder blades moving and grooving. You got your deltoids are getting a workout. You got your pecs, you got your muscles of your chest. They're getting stretched. They're getting moved and pulled on. You got the muscles in your back and your shoulders. Maybe try to reverse direction, and you might find going one way is a little easier than going the other way. That's okay. I feel that way. I feel a little weirder going backwards than I do going forwards, but that's okay. I'm still just gonna give it my best. Here we go. Let's keep it going around. 3, 2, and 1. And again, wow, I feel a lot of that in my deltoids and my trapezius, quite a bit. And so again, I'm already sore from yesterday, but now I'm starting to feel the energy from the workout. I'm gonna have some electrolytes. I'm alternating between electrolytes and water. And the electrolytes have like a orange, like a tangerine flavor, like an orange flavor is what they are. That's what it tastes like. All right, next up, look at that. Ear thing's falling out of my ear. We're going to go to the arm movements, and let's try kayak row, maybe with our arms. So with the kayak row, I got one going forwards, one going backwards, one going forwards, one going backwards. I got this table right here, so I got to move a little bit here. So again, I got going forwards and backwards. There we go. With the kayak row. And so this actually is pretty tough. Try this out with me. If you need to get started, just think about one paddle in the water. All right, one paddle, and then what you want to do when you're kind of maybe going forward with one is start going backwards with the other. And then so you're going to get the alternation. And you got to imagine you're kayaking potentially. Who else feels this in their deltoids like me? Oh my gosh. My deltoids are getting quite the workout today. I'm gonna try going backwards with this. Oh, this is difficult. This is what we want from an exercise. We want a challenging exercise. Let's change it up. Wow, I can feel that in my deltoids. Remember, I'm not the same as a normal workout. I'm fatigued from yesterday, so it's kind of neat that I'm getting to feel this. So what I want to do now is I want to try to get the feeling out of my deltoids, but I still want to make some arm circles. How could I do that? Who knows how I could do arm circles but not affect my deltoids? That's right, the downward arm circles. So by doing the arm circle down here and in a seated position, I might lean forward. If it's tough to do them off on the side here, sometimes you can do one arm circle, just kind of leaning forward like this, and you're just moving that arm around. The rest of my body's not moving. If you look at my body, it's very, very still, but I'm still getting my arm moving. I'm still getting the arm circles. Now, wow, what a difference this arm circle is on my deltoid compared to this arm circle. Oh my gosh. Compared to maybe the arms out in front arm circle, compared to maybe even the arms overhead arm circle. And so remember, all of these are going to affect our deltoids, our trapezius, our entire shoulder differently. But if you're like me, if you're feeling, wow, I'm doing an exercise and it's getting tough and it's getting uncomfortable, maybe there's a way you can do it differently that's going to affect that muscle differently, and then it won't be as uncomfortable. You got to always keep that in mind. All right, back to the water. I'm going water and electrolytes. All right. Next exercise, we're going to kind of work on our core a little bit. Remember, it's the holidays. Some folks have been relaxing. They've been taking it easy. They've been letting their core just relax totally. And even when they're maybe just hanging out, just being around other family or friends, just not thinking about the core. So what I want to do now is I want to give our core some attention. Let's all go ahead and try to fire up some muscles in there. And let's try to make ourselves taller. Let's try to think about our core. And you're going to have to squeeze some muscles. You're going to have to maybe take a breath. You're going to feel like you're getting yourself as tall. Now, if you're standing up, same thing's going to apply. You just use the muscles to give yourself some space on your vertebrae. You're going to have everything, and then go all the way up to the top of your head. We're going to hold this position. We're going to hold this tall position. You're going to feel it affecting your abdominals. And let's hold this tall position. Let's keep holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now don't relax, but I just want you to don't relax totally, but I want you to kind of think about, now we're going to operate like this. So now that we have our body engaged, we have these abdominals engaged, we're a little taller. You could probably go back on YouTube 10 minutes ago and you would see my posture was probably much more leaning over and kind of face, kind of down. And now, wow, I mean, I can feel it. I mean, I'm sitting up real tall and straight. I got my abdominals engaged. And what I want to do with this engagement here is I want to go ahead and try to do our witch's pot exercise. So I'm going to maintain my engagement. I'm going to start off with just doing a one-hand stir, and I'm going to reach down and out, up and in. Now, I'm never on this exercise am I going to lean forward at the shoulders. If I want to lean forward, I'm going to lean forward at my hips. So I can go down and out, up and in. If I'm doing one arm, if I'm doing two arms, it's the same thing. Down and out, up and in. Stir it around. But you have to stay tall. Keep thinking like you're trying to get your body over something. Maybe you're trying to keep your chest up in the air, moving our arms around in front of our body. And I'm kind of switching it up each time. I got my arms going around here to the left. I bring them back in. And now I got my arms going around here to the right, bringing them back in. Let's do some more of these. Remember, if you're standing up with this, we're going to still, I could be standing like this, or I could be standing up nice and tall. So if I stand up nice and tall, bend my legs, keep myself in that position. Remember, with the body, this is what we want to avoid doing is rolling over. So be tall in the body here, and then we go down and out, up and in, down and out, up and in. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, stir the pot. We're going slow. 2, and we got 1 more. And 1 more. Nice job. All right, going with my electrolytes now. So if you're Nick, or if you're somebody who wants to do your planks on the ground, I think next up we're going to do the planks again, just like we did last time. And I'm going to show you another way, again, doing this here with the park bench table. And I'm actually going to use my towel for this. All right, so giving Nick a moment to get down on the ground. If anybody else, remember, wants to get down on the ground for the planks, there's a couple ways. You can do it with your elbow on the ground, and your body can be up. You can be on your knees, or you can be all the way up on your toes. You can also do a plank on your hands. And if you were in a seated position, this would be a way you could do the plank, where if there was something that was in forward in front of you, and you felt comfortable leaning forward and leaning into it and kind of holding your body up, as soon as your body starts to tip forward, there's going to get to be a point where your abdominal muscles, they're going to fire up because of the angle. Gravity's going to do its thing, and because of that angle, those muscles are going to fire up. When you're in a flat position, you have almost the ultimate amount of gravity pushing down on you. So with this towel, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fold it over itself a couple times. So that way, if I put my elbows on the towel, it's going to be more comfortable than putting the elbows on the concrete. Okay, so think about the concrete. If I didn't want that on my elbows. And then we're going to do, Nick, last week we were doing 30 seconds. This week we're going to do 40 seconds. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to be in my plank position. Today I'm doing an elbow plank with my elbows on the bench. My feet are going to be up behind me, and I'll do the counting. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so I got my body up. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And kneeling back down. All right, nice job. Again, remember, we're doing that abdominal squeeze or that plank. We're working out our deep core muscles. We're working out the muscles they're down around our spine. They're holding the vertebrae, giving us posture, giving us shape, giving us a foundation. And we want them to be strong and stable, but we also want them to move. We want them to move around. We want them to move in, remember, rotation. We got forward and backward, side to side, and rotation. So let's do all 3 of those. Let's do it all in one type of movement. So I'm going to sit back down here. So remember, forward and backward was our first exercise. With forward and backward, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lean my body forward. I'm going to lean my body backward. And if you wanted to, you could kind of reach forward, and then to reach backwards, that's how it's going to look. It's going to look like your hands, maybe 2 hands or 1 hand, are going up behind your head. Let me show you in a sideways version. All right, so if I was going with the forward reach, maybe I'm going for my water bottle. I reach forward to my water bottle, and then I reach backwards, and I'm reaching up, and that's going to stretch all of these abdominal muscles here as I reach up and lean back. All right, so that's 4. So I got forward, backward. All right, side to side is, again, just like you can imagine. We did this the other day. We're going to be doing a side bend and a side bend. So it's almost as if I'm trying to put my elbow down here in my pocket. All right, so we got forward, backward, side, side, and then the rotation is going to be a twisty reach, and you can reach it anywhere you want. You can go down low, you can go up high, you can go way up high, you can go across the body. It'll be a twisty reach. So here we go. We're going to do this combination. I'm going to find my spot. I'm going to do this sitting down. I might even do a few standing up, but if you're standing up, I think you're going to understand how you can do this one. And let's go ahead and try it out. So again, and you could put your hands on your hips for the forward lean, if that's comfortable for you too. You could forward lean here, go forward, backward, side, side, twisty reach, back to the middle, going forward, backward, side, side, twisty reach, twisty reach, back into the middle. Let's try it again. Forward, backwards, side, side, twisty reach, back to the middle. Let's go 2 more times with the whole sequence. So we're going forward, backwards. Ooh, I got a good reach. Side, side, twist, reach. One more time, back in the middle. Here we go. Forward, backwards, side, side, twisty reach, back into the middle. All right, let's get a sip of water, get a sip of electrolytes, but don't have a sip of soda. Remember, during the holidays, soda, the sugary drinks, any drinks really that have sugar in them, if we just cut those out, it'll make a significant difference in our body composition, and it'll also make a difference in how you feel. If you're getting your sugars from fresh fruits and vegetables, that's going to be a lot better than getting your sugar from a soda pop or anything like that. All right. Let's see. The next exercise that we are going to do is going to be the ground touch. And again, I'm at a park here, and so I have some options with the ground touch. And you might have options like this too where you are. If you had like a couch or a sofa, or if you had like a work island or something, you might be able to do the ground touches like me. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do 3 different kind of levels of ground touch. Now, the first one's going to be the ground. I'm actually going to touch the ground. So again, I'm standing up now. If you're sitting down, again, we're going to be trying to do, this will be the lowest possible reach. So I'm trying to reach all the way down, and I got the ground with one hand. I'm going to get it with both hands, and then I'm going to bring myself back up. And I can bring my hands down pretty close to my feet right here, pretty close to my feet. Now, the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to move a little closer to the bench. And what I'm going to do is lean down and lean forward, and then I'm going to lean towards the bench. Now, with this exercise, if I lean down and lean forward and I need to take a step, that's okay too. But what I want to work on is my body tightening up and keeping itself ready for this. And so I'm going to lean down, I'm going to lean forward, and look, instead of going to the ground, I'm going forwards to the bench. And then from here, I can do a push off the bench, or I can just step up. So this would be a great exercise if I want to practice strengthening my upper body and strengthening my legs and lower body. I'm going to lean down, find the bench, maybe take a step forward and push up. Now, you would want to do this on something that doesn't move. This is a pretty strong bench here, and it's not going to move. And so I can go here. I can also maybe push myself off. So you see that right there? So I got low, I got my hands here, and then I push myself off. If I was going to the ground, it'd be similar. Down on the ground, and then I'm kind of pushing off with my arms. So I'm gonna go low. Now, the other thing I can do here is I can maybe even go for this top part of the table. So even though it's not as low, it's still going to be a challenge, because look, I can't reach it. And so this is what can be kind of neat for you in your training. You can make a level of commitment to where now I have to reach out and I have to get that table and I have to catch it. Now, if I wanted to get back again, I could take some steps forward, or I could push myself off. So from here, again, look, I can reach the ground. I can kind of reach the seat, but the real challenge for me is to go forward and to push off with that table. And then so if I get to be pretty good at this, I might even be able to make a game of it to where I'm moving forward and back. And this is going to create for me the sense of urgency that my brain is going to be looking for with exercise. It's going to be something that's going to be very real. You're not going to want to fall. And you already know that before you start the exercise. Your body already knows that. So when you're doing exercise like the ground touch, think, oh, maybe I go all the way down to the ground. There's 1, or we go to the bench, 2, or we go to a difficult task like the table. Oh, there we go. 3. Kind of neat. Let's have a sip of water. We got smiles and frowns, home alones coming up, wrists and ankles. And we're going to also work out our legs. We're going to do some step ups on the bench here. All right, let's do those step ups next. So with the step up, if you're sitting down, we're going to be going for a high elbow pump. We're going to be bringing that up. I'm trying to read that. I didn't get to read that in time. elbow up if we're in a seated position, if we're standing up and we have something to step
I
on.
was putting it in chat, it almost looks like a burpee.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. It's two parts of the burpee. If the burpee has four parts, it's the first part and the last part of the burpee. So remember, when you have a step up, you can step up on it. Make sure it's real strong. And look at this step. I mean, if I tried to say I'm going to do a step up on the table, that would just be impossible. And so when you're doing an exercise, you might even look at the bench and you say, hey, that's too high. I can't step up on that. That's okay. If you're finding a situation where you don't have a good step, then you're going to want to work on the high knee lift. And even if you're just imagining that you have a step in front of you, if you're sitting down, I want you to think about you have like a shelf, okay? And that shelf is at about the level of your eyes, maybe right at your nose. And what you're trying to do is lift your elbow up and kind of set it on that shelf. But it's up there, all right? With the step up, it's the same thing. I got to get my leg up, all right? And that's just might be the first step. It's just getting that leg up like I'm doing a pretend step. I'm doing, again, kind of like half of the exercise. And then let's go ahead and let's do 10 of these. So we're going to go up, we're going to step up and then down. So getting that arm up again in front of your eye, in front of your nose, down, up and down. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, if you're sitting down, just bring that arm up, put it on the shelf. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What's great about things like this with the step up is it gets you off balance. And even if you're in a seated position, if you can do things that help to get you off balance in your upper body, that's going to help you out with strengthening up a lot of those muscles. They're going to recognize like, hey, we're a little off balance, and they're going to fire up for you. So let's go ahead and water up. It's kind of neat. I'm not used to having the pop top. Look at this, everybody. Nick got this for me. Yeah, push that button. And it's a straw. Tough. How tough can you look? All right. So let's go with wrists and ankles next. I'm sitting down, so this isn't going to be too difficult for me. But again, if I just want to work out, again, just working on my hands, let's start with just one hand at a time. And I want to try to just work on maybe just wiggling just the thumb. Work on just wiggling the thumb, wiggling it, moving it around, moving it in and out, moving it up and down, working out the thumb. Nice. Now let's go ahead and work out the thumb and the index finger. So we have 1, 2, and we're, like you can see, the other 3 aren't moving at all. All right, nice. Ben got that. He put the drop down. I heard that. Nice job, Ben. All right, let's go with all 3. So now we got thumb, index finger, middle finger, and I'm just kind of moving them in. And can you feel that on the back of your hand? I mean, it's something. Now let's go with moving the ring finger too. So I got 1 with the thumb, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's get the pinky going. All right, so we got thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Let's go backwards. Pinky, middle finger, ring finger, index finger, thumb. Let's try it with the other hand. So again, and you're feeling that in your wrist, aren't you? I bet you are, because I am. Here we go. So we got thumb. Let's do a couple with the thumb and index. Here we go. Yeah, thumb and index. Now we're going to go thumb, index, middle finger. Just thumb, index, middle finger. There we go. Now let's go ring finger too. So we got ring fingers moving, middle finger, index finger, and thumb. All of them going. All right. And then let's get the pinky going. Oh, look at that. When the pinky moves the ring finger, those tendons, they're really closely connected and they're kind of best friends. Let's move each one. There we go. All right, let's go. Big hands, open it up. Make a nice fist, tight, closed fist, nice and small. Big hands again, keep it open, nice and open. Tighten up again, nice closed fist. And then circle. Let's make some circles, fist circle. And then also you can go open hand circle. So we got open hand circle. Move our wrists around. Moving them around, keeping them going, up and down. And remember, you can do this with your feet too. So you got this with your feet. You got it with your wrists. 3, 2, 1. Abraham's just joining us. Nice. All right, everybody, let's have some another sip. Electrolytes or Like I said, if you have a water, well, you should have a water. If you have electrolytes, then that's okay too. You're also going to find there are going to be some teas out there if you want to have a like a sweet drink, or if you want to have like a nice hot drink. And there's some nice teas out there you could totally find that'll be real good for you, and they'll taste good too, and they'll help you out if you're craving something a little different from water. That makes me smile when I think about having something nice. Let's put on a great big smile. Let's hold it for, let's go 5-second smile. How many folks were having to do smiles, doing family photos and things like that the last few days? Everybody wants you to smile. Let's go ahead and do the frown. And then we're going to go the Home Alone face again. Classic movie. All right, let's go smile. Frown. Home Alone. Smile. Oh, frown. Home Alone. Frown. Home Alone. Smile. Frown. Smile. Smile. Relax. All right, nice. Good stuff. That's fun. I like that. That's a fun one. All right, let's go ahead and have a sip of water. Also, let's check in with Ben. Let's see. We got some leaders on here today. Let's not let the day go by without getting some leadership out here. I know Carla was on. She was talking about a new exercise with the medicine ball. We called it the Ferris wheel, and she's moving the medicine ball around in a circle. It
Yeah,
looked like
let's go with her first, and then see
it.
where we go from there. We have a smaller crowd because again
Great
the holiday.
holiday. We got all of you on here, and I think that's incredible. Remember, we have something going for us that not a lot of folks have going on, and that is the consistency. We can look back at this year. A lot of us on this workout today, if you're on this workout today, you're probably one of these people who can look back on the year 2022. We're about to finish it up. One more week to go. You're going to be able to look back on the year, and you're going to be able to say, I did a lot of exercise. I attended a lot of workout. I was working hard to be my best. I feel maybe even better than at the beginning of that year, at the beginning of 2022. I know I feel that way, and I hope you do too. But again, that consistency every week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have been doing these workouts, and I'm so proud of all of you for being for that. Ben, do we have Carla pulled up in the spotlight?
Let me put her in full.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
All right. We
Hi,
got
Coach
Carla.
Sean.
And Carla
Coach Sean.
medicine
My
ball.
brother says hi. Yes, a medicine ball. My brother says hi to you, Jose.
Oh, nice. Tell them. All right. What are we gonna do with that medicine ball?
We're gonna do the pushing one.
Pushing out in front of our body.
Uh-huh.
Hold it out. Bring it back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Nice.
1,
Ferris wheel. Here we
2,
go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1,
Over the
2,
shoulder.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Statue of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice job, Carla. That was a great
You're welcome.
workout for medicine ball.
See you
Again,
Wednesday
see you on
at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. Nice. Thank you, Carla. Carla puts that out there for us, and it is a great reminder that we do this workout.
And don't
Like we said,
forget Saturday if you want to be there for Saturday for New Year's Eve too.
don't forget that. Absolutely. On Saturday at 6 p.m., we're going to have a New Year's Eve party. And you know what we got to make sure we do is we got to make sure that everybody at the Ark knows about the New Year's Eve party because they can join. And so we're going to have the Saturday. We're not going to have the Friday night fitness social. We're going to have the Saturday night New Year's Eve social. And you're all invited. And it'll be Saturday night at 6 p.m. And we're going to do it on the water break. We're going to do it on the Friday exercise link. So it's just the same one as our Fridays, same one we do for our fitness socials. We're not going to do anything different on that, but we are going to have a different kind of party. We're going to have a fun time. We're going to watch the
And sign
ball.
language, New Year's Eve sign language.
We're going to have New Year's Eve sign language. I think it's going to be a blast. Now, I saw not too long ago, our friend and team leader, Nick, had himself a brand new looking kettlebell. Now, remember, everybody, the kettlebell is different than a weight. This dumbbell weight, this has the weights on the side and the handle in the middle. Nick got a kettlebell and it has the weight below. Is you're holding it like almost like you're holding up like a bowl of soup with a handle, and you got that kettlebell there. Except different than the bowl of soup, that kettlebell, it weighs a lot, and as you move it around, you're going to build muscle from your hands all the way up through your whole body, through your arms, through your shoulders, and into your core. So what I'm thinking, Ben, let's go ahead and bring Nick up in the spotlight. And Nick, I want you to lead us off in some kettlebell exercises. And I'm gonna follow along the best I can with my weight. But there's gonna be some things that Nick will be able to do I won't be able to do them with the weight. So then I'll use my imagination. All right, Nick, how heavy is that kettlebell?
4 pounds.
Okay, so about four, maybe 5 pounds even. It looks like a good weight. What are we gonna do our first exercise?
Do we do the weight?
Okay. Do you want to just do a whole Statue of Liberty with the bicep curl on both sides? Okay. So what Nick's got going on, everybody, is one side he has the weight for the Statue of Liberty, and on one side he has a sandbag. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my weight, and then on the other side I'm going to have imagination. I'm going to use an air weight, what I'm going to hold in my hand, heavy one. All right, so we're going down. Nick, go ahead and tell us. Go down and up,
up, down and up.
Nice, good reach with that kettlebell. So we're reaching down to the ground, going up, doing a bicep curl, and then an overhead press. Nice, and we go down on the other side, and again, bicep curl, overhead press. And Nick, when are we going to switch? Are we going to switch?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to finish up the one I'm doing here. I got one there, and then again, I'm going down, up with imagination weight. Now I'm going to switch over. I'm going to go imagination weight in this hand, and I got my weight here in this hand. So again, I'm bringing it down, going up, down, down. Bringing the imagination side down to the ground, bicep curl, overhead press, down and down. Nick's back in action there. You see he's got the kettlebell. He's reaching up with that kettlebell. Nick, you're looking really strong, man. I'm really impressed with your moves. Down to the ground, up and up. Let's do maybe one more on each side, and then how about come up with another exercise? You're on a roll.
Yeah.
Maybe do another kettlebell. Nice. Up and up, down and down. And then I'm going last time with the weight. I'm going down, up, down, and down. Whew. Remember, everybody, your Your bicep connects the lower arm to the shoulder, this area here. So you have your bicep on top, you have your triceps on the back side. And every time you bring your arm closer to your body, you're going to be using the bicep. When you bring that arm further away from the body, you're going to be using those triceps. And so if you're working, if part of your goals are to be able to extend your arm out, well, then you're going to be thinking about, well, I need my triceps to be able to extend out, but I also need my biceps to be able to relax and to be able to stretch along because my bicep is now stretched. So sometimes we're going to have muscles that are tight and we're going to have muscles that are weaker. And if we can work on that balance to where you might have a tight muscle, if you can get it to relax a little and you have a weak muscle and you can get it to strengthen up a little bit, and now you have that good balance, well, that might equal more range of motion at maybe the elbow or the shoulder, even at the wrist. So again, think about your body as a team and we're working on each player. Nick, what do you got for us next up? Nick is creating something that looks pretty neat here. I gotta say, it looks like, Nick, have you tied a towel around your kettlebell?
It's on a pen.
Ben, can you see what he's doing on this right here?
Yeah, it's one of those exercise bands.
Oh, he's holding an exercise band. All right. And what are you going to do with that, Nick? Are you going to lift the weight off the ground holding it? Oh my gosh, look at that. All right, everybody, this is some cool stuff. Nick is lifting the weight. It's behind his head. Nick is lifting the weight. He's doing the tricep extension. And you can see he's doing it with two hands. There you go. There you go. Nice. You saw that sense of urgency, everybody. So what is kind of neat about what Nick is doing is he's not holding on to the kettlebell. He has the band wrapped around the kettlebell. Look at that. He's brought it behind the back of his head. He's doing a tricep extension behind the back of his head, going back in front of the body and kind of working like a little bit of an upper body swing, working on his core. And now he's got it with one hand. And with that weight, that's where you look at that move around to the head, everybody, going all the way around the back of the head. He's doing it again. Look at this. Here we go. Going around the back of the head with the weight. Look at that elbow and shoulder flexibility, everybody. This is what's neat about exercises like this, is it's going to really challenge you. And Nick, this is incredible. And when you're ready to take a break, I'm gonna show something on this too, because this is just super. Nick's now standing up. He's lowering the weight down to the ground, and he's doing another Statue of Liberty. But remember, everybody, he's not holding onto the weight. He's holding onto the band that's wrapped around the weight. And that creates a challenge for his wrist, for his elbow, and for his shoulder. All that bouncing around. Imagine like a construction site and they have the big cranes. Who's seen a big crane where they got the wrecking ball and they might be knocking a old building or something? Well, Nick has this kettlebell set up kind of like a wrecking ball where he's got to control where it swings back and forth. Nick, I'm going to give you a countdown. Go a couple more moves, and then Ben, let's bring me up. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more about what he's done right here. This is awesome stuff. Here we go, Nick, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. More Statue of Liberty. 5, 4. Oh, he's holding it up. 3, 2, and 1 with the tricep extension in the background. Excellent job, Nick. I'm giving you a round of applause. He's holding it up in the air. He's claiming victory. That was incredible, everybody. His creativity never ceases to amaze me. I hope you are also as impressed with Nick's creativity as you are with his strength and his progress. It has been just incredible. Wonderful to watch Nick. Again, I did not expect either one of those exercises. That was pretty cool. Now, remember, everybody, I talked about how earlier I had a regular old towel. Just this is a regular old towel. I had it in my Jeep for if I ever, go to the beach or something like that. And similar to what Nick had done, you know, I have this dumbbell weight, but now I want to show you the difference in this because this is really unique. With that kettlebell that Nick had, he had a full handle and he was able to pass the band through the handle and hold on to it. But now watch the difference with a weight. Now we don't have that, but you can still do some of these exercises, but we don't have that luxury of having the handle. So we're just going to hold this towel out long ways. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this weight just kind of snugged up in there. And there it is. You can see it's like a baby in a little basket right here. And you can see on one side, there's a little bit of weight. On one side, the other side, there's a little bit of weight. And if I hold on only to one handle, the weight will fall to the ground. Now that was all the same as what Nick had too. But now the difference is look at this. This weight can slip out from side to side. So that's going to do two things. It's going to give me a sense of urgency. I don't want to move with too much haste if I was doing an exercise like this. But let me show you something that's kind of neat with this one right here. If you could do this with this weight and I hold this down to the side and I just do a little weight swing in my arm, this is a terrific exercise, everybody. You might not think, you might say, Coach John, doesn't look like you're doing a whole lot, but I'm holding that weight and it's in the towel and I'm swinging it back and forth and I'm having to be aware of my leg. I don't want it bumping into my leg. And I'm letting my arm just relax and my arm's just getting to hang down like this. And I'm getting a stretch in my shoulder. All right. I got to stretch all through my arm. So you can do this with the kettlebell. You can do it with the weight. And then just like Nick was showing, he was kind of passing it around. So again, I'm passing this around this way and I just got it swinging back and forth. Now, if I wanted to go around my body, I have to be very conscious about the weight. Remember, we don't want it to fall out of the towel, because now not only am I having to challenge myself by going around my body or swinging side to side, but my grip, because look at that, everybody, I'm having to grip this towel. Now, what happens if my grip gets relaxed? It falls down, right? So you want to make sure if it does fall down, you're not going to hit yourself in the foot. And that's okay. You won't have a problem with that because you're going to be smart about the exercise. You're going to be conscious about what's going on with the exercise. Now, look, I fix it again, and I want to make sure to show you that this is how you have to have it. So you have weights on both sides, and the handle is wrapped up with the towel. Now, let me try to see if I can do what Nick was doing there. And so he was taking this, and he was actually going up, and he was bringing it behind his head. And so again, with the weight, I can do that, but I have to be very thoughtful about it. I don't want to knock the weight out. And so this is going to have me moving very slowly. And you can see, look at this weight, how it is shifted. Let's see if you can see that. You can see it's kind of higher up here than it is down here. That's okay. It's still being held on. It's kind of snug in there, but it's why you want to move carefully. It's why you want to do exercises like this. Again, very slow. And again, using this weight as a extension of your arm. I thought it was incredible. The last one Nick did was that he did the Statue of Liberty. We had the ground touch and then he was lifting it up. And again, this is another exercise too, where if you can imagine, if I don't want to lift this weight all the way up over my head, or if I don't want to lean all the way down to the ground, well, check it out. I don't have to now. I can hold on to this. I can go down, tap the ground. I can go up and reach on up. Now the weight's only right here, but the resistance is still being dealt with from your arm and from your shoulder. And so Nick didn't know that he was coming up with the most genius idea. But Nick, it was really cool that you showed us that. You could do this with like a t-shirt also, with a towel, with like a bed sheet that's old. You could cut it and make it into a nice wraparound, kind of like what Nick showed. Nick showed it with using a bungee. If you had a real strong bungee, but you always want to make sure if you're using a bungee to give it an inspection, make sure there's no tears in it. Because if you hold the weight in it, and it could stretch and it could pop. Let's have a sip of water, everybody, and let's check in with Ben. We'll do a time check. We'll see if we got time. Maybe if Byron or somebody's on here, maybe we get one more leader up on here.
We've got about 6 minutes.
Okay. Is Byron on?
No.
Byron's not on. Okay, I was thinking
We only
about doing it.
have about 14 of us.
doing a combo flow. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do an exercise in with my towel. Let's go ahead and do that, because again, you could do these exercises at home, and I think these are a lot of fun. So again, I have just a regular old towel. This is no different than any kind of towel you would find in a bathroom, or if like you were trying to dry off at the beach or something like that, like I do a lot of. This would be the kind of towel that you might dry off with. Just an old towel, nothing special about it. But because now I'm exercising with it, it becomes an exercise towel. And so what I want to do, the first thing I want to do with this exercise towel is I'm going to roll it up here and kind of just get it so it's in a nice position. I'm going to kind of make it so that it is very, very wide. And what do I mean by that? Well, look at this. I can barely get my hand around it. I can't even get my hands. I can't get my fingers to touch. That's what I want. I want it to be a wide grip. Now, look, if I didn't make it as big of that, look, I can reach around and I can touch my hand, but I want to make it wide because we're going to work on our grip strength with this. All right. And so with this right here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give it a big old grip with one hand. I'm going to give it a big old grip with the other hand, and we're going to wring it out. So we're going to twist. So I'm going to be twisting the towel. And again, look how big the grip is. I can't even get my hands to touch. And we're going to wring out the towel. So wring it out one way, hold it, 3, 2, 1, wring it out the other way, twisting it, 3, 2, 1, wring it out again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, wring it out again. 3. So we're just switching directions. 3, 2, 1, wring it out. Twist it, twist it, twist it. 3, 2, 1, wring it out again the other way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, twist it up one more time. Here we go. Twisting the towel, wring it up. 3, 2, 1, and one more time. Twisting it. 3, 2, 1. All right. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel it in your hands. You're going to feel it in your forearm and maybe even in your elbow, because you're getting a lot of action from those muscles when you're twisting it around. Now, the next one with the towel I want to do, and this is a normal size towel. I'm going to grab it all the way at the very far ends. And we're going to do that exercise Bernie likes to do, where she goes over her head and behind her back. Now, you might be able to get it all the way back down. You might be able to go all the way down and all the way up. So we're bringing it down, up, and up around again. If you don't have a towel, remember, go up and you're going to do the W. You might go up and go from a W down to an A, back up to a W, and then back over the top. You could do that. If you didn't have anything, I would do that one right there. So for me, I'm going to go up and down, and I can go behind my head, or I can go behind my whole back. I can bring it back down here, bring it up, bring it down. And again, because I have the towel here, it's not rigid like a bar. I have a little bit of play. I have a little bit of movement that I can do. And look at this. This just goes around, down, up, over, around, down, up, over. Let's go 2 more of these. And then Ben, go ahead. What's the time check? Let's find out. Up, over.
157.
Ooh, nice. Up and over. All right. Last one I wanted to do. It's probably going to be one of my favorites with the towel. And this is just the towel lasso. Okay. We've done the lasso before with the rope, but with the towel lasso, we're going to just get it spinning around, and we're going to be lassoing it around just like the cowboys do with their lassos. So this would be the low lasso. And you can see it's kind of bumping me in the legs. That's fine. It's just a towel. You can move out of the way. You can hold it out. But wow, I'm feeling this in my shoulder. I'm going to reverse direction. So here we go. So I'm just spinning it around, spinning it around. Again, if I'm in a seated position, this one, I might have to reach out again, and I might have to go in front of my body. With the towel, it's nice because if it bumps into you, it's no big deal. Let's switch up to the other arm. So again, you got an underhand grip. You could do this with a neutral grip, all right, where your thumb's on top, and you can move it around. You can get it spinning. It's kind of like the witch's pot. Or if you went with an overhand grip with my thumb going down, I'm going to be able to spin that around too. And you can tell I'm right-handed by this because my right-hand side looked real great. My left-hand side, I'm having a real tough time spinning it. But here we go, spinning around a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Let's try this in front of the body now. So we got the whole thing spinning around in the body. I like this. I like it with the big towel. Let's try maybe overhead too. So going overhead. Nice. Ooh, the overhead one feels good. That feels good in my shoulder right here. I'm going to do a couple more of those. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching up to the other arm. I'm gonna start with overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going in front of my body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm gonna do one more with this side because I need some more practice on my left. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I can feel that all throughout my shoulders. That's gonna get my shoulder blades moving as I'm twirling that around. It is a great exercise. And again, it's simple. It's just with a towel, exercise towel. And everybody's got one of those. So work on those this week. We might have a new workout on the app that's going to have some towel exercises that will pop up. We got those on there with Nick. If you want other towel exercises, look on the app for those and just plug in towel and it's going to bring up all the towel exercises. Who do we got for the breathing motto? Let's have a sip of water. Is it me?
Let's have your
Am I up?
mom do it.
You want my mom to do the breathing motto?
Yeah.
All right. She's up. This will be a
Bring
balloon
her up.
present for me here. Breathing motto with my mom. All right, Mom. I'll see you soon. Don't know when yet, but I'll find out today. Here we go.
Okay, I hope so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best and breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power so you reach your New Year's goals first.
Yeah, nice job, Mom. Great job, everybody on here. Again, great job to Ben holding it down today on his own. Also, Nick, again, that was excellent work. Carla, again, excellent work. It was great to learn about everybody's holiday. Remember, Wednesday we'll have 11 o'clock, Friday at 11, and then Saturday night at New Year's Eve at the ball drop somewhere in Greenland at 6 o'clock here, we're going to have our New Year's party. So 6 p.m. Saturday night, we're going to have a New Year's Eve party. I hope you can all make it. And here we go. Great job again, everybody. Here we go in 5, 4, 3.
Body, 2, and 1.
Nick knows.
Bye.
Bye,
Goodbye.
everyone. Bye, Body, 2, and 1.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.